وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ فَهَلْ مِن مُّدَّكِرٍ
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह वकफ़ा वसलाम अला इबादिल्लज़ीना इस्तफ़ा अम्मा बाद फ़ऊज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम अल्लाहुम्मा सल्लि अला सय्यदिना मुहम्मदिन व अला आलिहि व सहाबिहि वसल्लम। My honorable elder and younger, my dear brother and sister, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. As you know, our topic is continued for a few days about Islamic contribution to scientific culture. In this respect, today part 2 will be about the work of Islam is explained. To innovate was the work of Islam. This aim clearly appears when the Quranic text is carefully studied. Islam promoted a new mentality by prescribing to men for the first time in the spiritual history of mankind to ponder over the phenomena of nature, to think over the phenomena of nature which are accessible to his observation, and to study them in order to discover the signs of the divine omnipotence. This essential aspect leads us to put forward peculiar statement in the Quran about extremely diversified matters. These numerous teachings concerning material objects are accompanied by considerations related to their degree of evidence for a human being observing them. When the phenomenon is easily understandable, the Quran only recommend to hear the statement and to ponder over, to think over it when more complex matters are concerned. The Quran insists upon the necessity of reasoning about them while emphasizing the necessary conditions to be endowed with intellect and sagacious for this purpose. Moreover, these are phenomena which may be approached by the human observation and whose appearance as signs of divine omnipotence can only be evaluated by people possessing sense at the top of these statements. Many of them concern matters for which modern science is only able to make the precise meaning understandable. Here it shall be made a general survey of these numerous topics. Very often, the Quran said, "Have you not seen that?" as a call to man, inviting him to observe. If this statement concerns a commonplace matter, the Quran simply invites men to hear it in order to understand. Thus is the Surah 16, verses 65. We read in the same Surah, the verses 68 and 69 contain a call to reflection about bees and honey. The verses deduce, verily, in that there is a sign for people who are pondering over it. Many statements of this kind are scattered in the Quran. Consequently, one must have a good memory for them. Surah 16, verse number 18. Verily, in that there are signs for people who remember rightly. Wa akhiru da'wana anil hamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Inshallah, part 3 of this topic will be described on the next lecture. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.